Yo, what's happening, guys? So a track I co-wrote with Vice Chemistry, Nathan Smoker and Belfort had a bit of a buzz even before it was released. Nathan shared a snippet on Instagram and Olly Murs DM'd him saying great track. Uncaught Sinclair, producer, songwriter, designer, and I'm gonna tell you how that song went down. I was introduced to Belfort through Nathan. You know, he wanted to do some sessions and he goes, I just had this session with this producer called Belfort, let's bring him in, do some work. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, because more times than none, artists know what they want to do. We just gonna say yes. One thing I noticed about Belfort, when I was chilling on the sofa and collabing with him with the idea, I was just like, man, we got to do more of this, you know, in my head. We scheduled another 2 sessions, me, Nathan, Belfort, and I think Ashley Drake was in one session with us, and it was just the 3 of us, Belfort, me and Nathan, in the next session. We did a first record, you know, and then that caught a bit of a buzz and everyone was like, yo, this is dope, you know. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that record, we're going to talk about the Vice Chemistry record. So on the second day, I more come in as a songwriter because Belfort's already building this idea, and in my head, the longer that this goes on, I don't really need to touch anything in terms of producing. I'm just straight vibesing with Nathan on the songwriting. We're exchanging lyrics, we're both singing, we're going back and forth, we're writing this song together, you know, while Belfort builds the track. Ended up having a soulful vibe because Nathan's vocal is soulful. That's what we're going for instantly. Like, we want soulful lyrics with a soulful vibe and that soulful beat. And then that's how it came together. We focused on nostalgia, at least when I'm with Nathan, I would focus on nostalgia because his voice is of that era, you know, and it allows you to explore because it's rich and a warm tone. It gives you the space to explore that. And especially in songwriting, if you're with an artist, figure out what era their vocal is and then just pull from that sometimes and then go from there. That's what was literally happening in the session. After the session, it's another day in the office sort of thing. Later on, it makes its way to Vice Chemistry. And Vice Chemistry is a heavyweight when it comes to D&B music. Some of the records that he's done, I have to applaud him for real. When it got to him and he sent his version back, it was a lot more heavier, had a lot more weight and a lot more character to the record. And he ended up loving it and we made the album. Here's the crazy part about that record. That track ain't even out yet. But Nathan puts a snippet of the studio session, him chilling on the sofa, playing the record, and I think singing along with it on his Instagram stories. And then Olly Murs DMs him saying, great song. But in my head, I was just like, wow, okay, if Olly Murs is saying it's a great song, it's a great song. And you know, the hard drive ain't even bounced it out yet, I don't think. We just vibes and enjoying ourselves on the Saturday. This track wasn't about a formula. It was about pure vibe. I think this is why Vice Chemistry like the record. Jokes aside though, it's about balance, you know, giving the right phrasing, the right melody. I live for sessions like this and I live for writing songs where it's just not about flash and there's vibe involved, contribution involved, the love for music involved. You know, all these factors come together and then that's how you get a record where people are like, wow, dope song, dope record. If you're a songwriter, artist or creative and love the process, this is what it's all about, seeing behind the scenes and how collaborations happen. If you want to build or you like seeing me build and break this down, subscribe, follow along, stay locked in, and I'll see you in the next one.